Mm.
Your reaction proves that you're desperate. Hello, everyone. This is Venus Brown. I am back with the finale for Death Note. Grand finale, episode 37. This is called New World. It says, though Mikami has written all the investigators' names in the Death Note, a minute passes and everyone is still alive. Which I did read that the last episode, so I knew that that was going to be the description for this episode. I am ready to see what happens, how this all goes down, and hopefully that Light gets taken down and put out of everyone's misery, even though, a lot of people think he's the greatest thing that ever occurred on Earth, but I don't agree. There are goods and bads in all of it, and I just think that the immorality and all of that in it, the hypocrisy, all the other stuff he's doing is not justified by the fucking hypocrisy and immorality of all of it. It kind of undoes what good they're trying to do. Alright, so I'm ready to go. I hope you're ready to go. Last episode, grand finale of Death Note. Remember, next week I will be starting on Tokyo Ghoul. But for right now, let's get to this last episode of Death Note. He looks so ridiculous there.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Well, Nier, looks like I win. 40!
He was too overconfident.
You couldn't just get right to it? There we go. Come on.
We're still alive. It's been over a minute and we haven't died.
Didn't I already tell you all that no one was gonna die?
But why? Why would they die? God, I did everything you told me!
Rester, Giovanni, take him now! Giovanni, the notebook, please. If you didn't believe me earlier, then see for yourselves. I can confirm that the first four names are definitely the real names. The only name that hasn't been written down is Light Yagami. And said he did what you asked him to.
And you also said that you won.
Time to go.
It's a trap! No one died after having their name written in the notebook! This proves it's a trap!
Your reaction proves that you're desperate.
No one would die because I modified the notebook.
No! That can't be! This is a setup! I don't know this guy!
So desperate.
Just a moment ago, you were saying it looks like I win. How much more of a confession do we need? Light. Why? Stop it!
Light Yagami, L. Kira. It's over. You've lost. A moment ago, you proclaimed your victory expecting us all to die. You might have actually won. We ended up doing exactly what you expected us to, and altered the fake notebook in Mikami's possession. I was in fact referring to the real notebook as well as the fake. We switched part of the fake notebook, but as for the real one, we replaced the entire thing. This notebook here is actually the real. Used the same kind of pen that Mikami used, copied his handwriting perfectly, look exactly like the original. Giovanni was able to do it in a single night.
Good job, dude.
Since I had touched the real notebook before coming, I've been able to see the Shinigami as well. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Shinigami. I'm Nier.
Nice to meet you, too. He can talk to Ryuk. It must be true.
The edges of this notebook's pages are torn. If someone's name was written on a ripped-off piece of paper, would they still die?
Oh, yeah, of course they would.
I bet you were able to use that to your advantage. I wonder how many times you deceived us with this, and how many people you killed. Light Yagami, you are Kira.
Or could it be that Mikami's betrayed me somehow?
You're mistaken. This was all thanks to Mello. Please take a look at this page of the notebook.
Takada's name is in the notebook. I was the one who killed her, but her death was written there just 1 minute later. Mikami did the same thing I did?
You told me you couldn't move free. I had to make sure Takada was taken care of. Wasn't that my duty to you?
Right after Takada's kidnapping was broadcast on the news, Mikami went to the bank.
I knew he went to the bank every month on the 25th, so it was odd for someone so methodical to go to the bank twice in 2 days. I got into his safe deposit box. Inside was the real notebook. Sure enough, Takada's name had already been written inside it.
You had already killed her using a notebook clipping yourself. This was the event that made me consider the possibility of a fake notebook. It was Mello who did it all.
I'm really kind of surprised it took him that long to figure out there might be a
It can
fake.
be resolved by having
Yeah.
a name written in the notebook.
That's right. Acting as one, we faced the kid who defeated L, and with solid evidence, beat him at his own game.
He looks so happy.
God, his fucking annoying laugh.
That's right. I am Kira.
Exception eventually died. Well, yeah, that's true, but
Kill me? Is that really the right thing to do? This world is still rotten with too many rotten people.
I mean, I would agree you shouldn't be killed. You should be locked up and let to rot away in prison. I hope that all of the rest of them have enough ideas to think of some things to put in place to transition from not having Kira and hopefully keep their world from going into chaos.
The only one who can create a new world.
No! You're just a murderer, Light Yagami. And this is the deadliest weapon of mass murder in the history of mankind. And you have confused yourself with a god. You're nothing more than a crazy serial killer. That's all you are.
Thank you. I still don't understand why nobody's arresting this fucking guy.
Reasons.
I guess you're gonna have to write down either my name or Mikami's. It's the only way to see if it's real. Or fake!
He's hidden a piece of the notebook! Matsuda.
Matsuda, you idiot! Who the hell do you think you're shooting at?
What was it all for then? What about your dad? What the hell did he die for?
My dad. People like him who fight for justice. You want a world where people like that are made to be fools? Kill the others!
You led your own father to his death. And now he's gone, you call him a fool? His blood!
I'll kill him.
He has to
Oh gosh.
Mikami! What are you waiting for? Write down their names! Kill them now!
It's finally over, isn't it, Nia?
Yes.
Misa! Where's Takada? Someone, what do I do now?
Oh god.
Mikami! Quick! Stop the bleeding!
It's already too late. He'll be dead in a few seconds.
Come on.
Wait! Light! He's getting away! Light!
Mr. Isola, it's unlikely he has any more pieces of the notebook. And with those wounds, he's not going to go far,
Yeah.
even if we leave him alone.
Huh, I'm not gonna follow your orders.
Very well, then. I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, I would never trust him. And didn't he have Takada remove several of the pages, and there was like all kinds of shit done.
Oh, and I think the pages she removed were burned when she lit herself on fire.
And he was talking like he was expecting them to do something. Like, you had her fucking killed.
Yeah.
Like, you did that. Yuka's like, humans are so interesting.
Well, Light, it looks like you've lost. Remember how, in the beginning, I told you that I'd be the one writing your name in my notebook? If they put you in prison, who knows when you die? And I don't want to lie around waiting. So, it's all over.
Ryuk made an end to his life. That's priceless. Beautiful.
It was good while it lasted. We eased each other's boredom for quite a while. Well, Light, it's been interesting.
It's been interesting.
I wonder how long it'll take after him dying for everything to, like if everything goes back to normal, how long it'll take. Or if, like, all these changes that he's made will just stay.
That's how Misa was dressed in that other one earlier, where she looked almost like she was just in a daze, just kind of going through the motions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the only one that doesn't get punished.
Well, if that was the end, then how do we know who got punished?
Well, I mean, we know that everyone else that
Right.
was with Light was
I
either
would
killed or
say
arrested.
that what Elle did to her when he caught her that first time was quite a bit of punishment.
Well, yes.
And I think the last time Light had the notebook taken from her, he made it so that she would just forget all of this as long as she didn't come in contact with another notebook.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you forget the crimes you committed, you still committed the crimes.
Right. I just feel like with him manipulating her the way he was, and with her going through that shit with Elle and where they had her freaking tied up and blindfolded and all of that for who knows how long, and then her having all of this erased from her mind, I feel like that's enough
Yeah,
punishment
but that
for her.
definitely wouldn't hold up in court.
Not necessarily. No, they'd probably lock her up, but not kill her. Although, I don't know. Because it depends. There are laws about certain incapacity and stuff like that. Although she wasn't not herself when she did the stuff. She wasn't incapacitated when she did the stuff.
Yeah.
And she's not incapacitated now, really. She just can't remember that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And it would all, of course, depend on where you're at, what the laws are there, and all of that. And how the people that are in charge of the legal systems decide to judge that stuff. What did you think?
It's very anticlimactic, and it is also very different from, I think, all of the movies.
Okay, I haven't seen any of the movies, so I wouldn't know about that. I kind of liked it. It was a little anticlimactic, but I was a little on edge the whole time because I knew that you can't trust Light at all. And even though I suspected that Nier knew enough and had planned things out enough and was smart enough not to let Light gain the upper hand, there was still the chance that it wouldn't go that way.
And I'm not exactly sure what happened with the other guy, where, like, blood started spewing out of his chest. Like, it looked like he tugged on his thumb, and then suddenly that was happening.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I was confused by that.
Like, what is happening? And I, for a while, felt like Light had too many things going on at the same time. He's juggling too much different stuff, and even for a really freaking smart person, That's going to be hard to juggle. And he's got multiple people trying to do things. I just didn't think he would be able to really keep track of everything and keep everyone doing what he thought they should do without somebody else being able to interfere in a way that would cause something like what happened, him being taken down. He was being too fucking reckless.
I also thought it was strange that it said that anybody that writes in the notebook can neither go to heaven nor hell. But it also later on said, whenever anybody dies, they'll go to nothingness.
Right. So
Why
that
not?
sounds like everybody's going
Yeah.
to not heaven or hell. Is this confirmation that there is no heaven and no hell? At least for the show.
I feel like it would be more interesting if the people that use the notebook end up becoming Shinigamis or something.
That could be interesting. Like they're just the remnants of what's left after people have been stuck in nothing for all eternity. Alright, y'all. I thought it was okay. Not great, but not terrible. And I did like the way they tried to keep up suspense every now and then, getting you to think, like, I don't fucking trust Light at all. And then top that off, you have this second character that might be able to kill somebody also, and nobody seems to be arresting anybody. I mean, they did handcuff the one guy, but outside of that, like, everybody's standing in separate places and nobody's going to try to arrest any. I was really waiting for, like, I don't know if they have Miranda rights, but I assume they have something like that in Japan. So I was waiting for them to read those rights or whatever it is that they have. I've watched a couple Japanese legal shows, but you don't necessarily know how much of it's true or not, and I don't think I paid enough attention to really know if that's something that they do. Maybe someday I'll watch the movies, but I say that with a lot of the shows that I finished watching, and I don't think I've done a movie reaction for any of them yet. Probably the first one I might do is for, like, Princess Diana. There might be a documentary or something that I'll watch. I think I have one bookmarked that I plan on watching at some point and maybe do a reaction to it. There are a couple things that are coming up that I might want to do live streams on. And now if I do a live stream reaction, I have to do it like I did with Agatha All Along, where you barely show any of the show because they block that stuff a lot easier. I'm trying to think of ways that I can do it while making it more engaging. We'll see. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.